Okay, folks, good to see you again. Some brilliant burgers sent in last week, so very, very well done for that. They were fantastic. And again, many of you better than my ones, so very well done. Okay, we're going to move on and learn a few more tools this week. So you're going to end up drawing a rocket this week, and we looked a little bit last week at lifting and lowering blocks, when we lifted up our bread roll and that sort of thing. But we're also going to learn something about what's called the align tool and the duplicate function. Okay, so three different things we're going to look at, particularly this week, and in the end, then you'll practice using them to draw yourself a rocket like so. Okay, so let me go back to my Tinkercad. So again, log yourself in. You'll see your house from 2 weeks ago and your burger from last week, and then we can create a new design. And this is where we're going to do our rocket. Okay, so when the new design page comes up, hopefully we'll be able to do this video all in one go and it won't cut off like it did the last couple of weeks. Okay, I'm going to start by drawing one of the fins. Okay, so to draw one of the fins, I need to start with a cylinder, and I'm going to make it kind of an oval shape. Okay, something like so. That slider where it says sides, the oval can look like it's got a series of flat sides, and I don't like that, so I'm going to drag that slider up so that the sides look much smoother. I think that's better. Okay, I'm going to make it thinner because my fins are quite thin, so we'll make it nice and thin like so, and I'm going to look at it from above. Once I've got it looking at it from above, okay, I'm then going to put another. I'll change the color. I'll change it to, we'll have my rocket fins are going to be a blue color. There we go. Okay, I'm going to drag out another cylinder in, and I'm going to use this to cut out a shape to leave me with approximately the shape that I want. Okay, so let me put that so that it sort of gives me approximately the shape that I want. I'm going to turn it to a hole because it's going to be a cutout, isn't it? Okay, now I'm going to move it across a little bit more. There we go. Move it down a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, so that's going to create a cutout. I want to select, to make it actually do the cutting out, I have to have both the cylinder selected and the oval. So I selected both. Remember from last week, I used that group function, and now it creates a cutout. Okay, I want a straight line up there. So I'm now going to drag in a cube like so, which I'll put across there like so. And again, I'm going to turn it into a hole, and I select both the cube and the fin, and I click group, and now I've created one fin that like a one. Okay, now the problem with that is at the moment is that it's laying flat on the ground, and I don't want that. I want it upright. So I'm now going to use this tool here, and I'm going to twist it 90 degrees. There we go, 90 degrees. So now it's standing up correctly, and I'm going to lift it up so that it's just on top of the work plane like so. Okay, so I've now drawn one of my fins, and I've used some of the tools that we used last week. I've used the duplicate tool. Sorry, I've used the rotate tool, and I've used the cutout tool like we did last week. Now, at the moment, I've only got one fin, and I want 4 of them. And I don't want to go to the trouble of trying to draw the same thing 3 more times. Just here, I've got a tool. If I hover over it, it says duplicate and repeat. So I've got my part selected. I click that. Watch what happens when I click. Nothing seems to happen. However, if I now move on here and drag, what I'll find is it actually did make me another one. Okay, so I've got 2 of them now. Okay, this one is kind of facing the wrong way. So I can use this tool here, and I can rotate it around 180 degrees. Okay, exactly 180. If you're struggling to get exactly 180, what you can do is click on that box there and just type in 180. Well, 180, and then press enter, and it will do it exactly where you want it to be. Okay, problem now is that when I look at those above, they're not lined up with each other. That's no good. Okay, so I'm going to drag a box both. Okay, and now I'm going to use just here what's called the align tool. When I click on the align tool, it gives me some options. I could click on that one, and it makes the left hand sides of them both line up. Or I click on that one, and it makes, but that's not what I wanted to do. So I'm going to undo that. I'm going to box back up again. What I want to do is I want to make it so align tool again. I want to make it so they line up this way. So I click like so, and now they line up perfectly. That okay, right. So let's have a look now. Okay, and they should now be lining up nicely. Okay, they don't quite, which is annoying. Let's try that again. So I get that, get my line. Let's see again. It says that it's a lineup. Okay, fine. So there we go. I'm going to look at it just from there. I'm going to move this one back a little bit further. So let's select that one, move it back a little bit further. Okay. Once again, that they line up. Use that line tool again, the center one. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to group those so that they are one object. Okay. So I group them, and now I think of them as one object. Okay. I'm going to click duplicate again. Nothing seems to happen, but now if I use this when I rotate 90 degrees, actually now instead of duplicate, I've now got two of them. Okay, rotated by 90 degrees, and now I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to select, so I've got all of it selected, and I'm going to group so that it's one object. Okay, so you can see by drawing one and then using that duplicate tool, and by using the align tool, I can get things to line up, and I can create more than one. Okay, now I'm going to make the body of my rocket. That's probably all I'm going to do today, and then I'll leave you to work out the rest. Let's put the body of my rocket in. It's not tall enough yet, so if I zoom out a little bit and make it a bit taller, there we go. And I need to lift up the body of my rocket to the ground. Okay, now then, that's maybe up it too far. So let's, if we can bring it down just a very little bit. Let's just move it down a tiny. There we go. Again, that didn't line up everything at the moment in the way that I want it to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that, and I select the fins that I've grouped. I'm going to use the align tool, and I'm going to click that there, so it's lines up centrally that way, and I'll click on there, so it lines up centrally that way, and look at it from above. You'll find that the fins and everything, okay, it all lines up properly and centrally and so on. Okay. I think that'll do for now. Obviously, my rocket's not finished. You'd want to click your plane on the side here. So work plane on the side there. And another cylinder there. Which I'm going to turn into an oval. Like so. And I'll change the color on it definitely. Try and make myself a little window just there. Okay, it's too at the moment, it's less tall. Into that a little bit. So I made myself that very quickly. Maybe there, make a cone on the side here, on the top here, should I? So at the moment, it's just going to put your cone on the floor. That's good. To delete that, you want the cone on top. Okay, so and you're going to make your own rocket, but during the course of making your own rocket, you will have used the lifting and lowering blocks to lift it up and down. You'll have used the align tool to make sure all your fins line up and the fins are the body's in the center of the fins, and you'll have used the duplicate function because you only want to draw one fin. You don't want to draw the same thing several times. Once you've drawn your rocket, just as before, take some screenshots and send them to me via Teams or email. Okay, I want to see some really exciting rockets. If you want to put your name down the side of it, you might be able to work out how to do that, see what you can do and have some fun with it. Okay, hope you enjoy that. Bye for now.